Hello, everybody. We're finally here, and this is why we're here. Let's see. Yay! Okay. So, hi, Gary. Lillian's going to start with the faces. So, yes, Lillian is graduating tomorrow, and we chose to do this today so that her friends from across the United States could join, because we figured Saturday might be harder for people to get things figured out to be able to be here. So, hello, Frank and Elsa and Rebecca and Kenya, and Shelby. Hi, everybody. Hi. So, Lillian, let's see. How about, does anybody have any questions for Lillian on her graduation, or any thoughts that you would like to hear from her?
What? I'm trying to need a not translate.
What am I going to do?
Need not translate.
Oh, okay. She wants me to also give an update on her book. So while we're waiting to see if anybody has any questions for Lillian or wants to say anything to Lillian, I know a lot of you have been congratulating her on my timeline. So if you want to add to that, we've got it figured out where excuse me, allergies. We've got it figured out where we can see your comments this time and respond. So, hi Shauna and hi Karen. Lillian, how do you feel?
I saw a name about it.
You feel great about it?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of great? Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
They say attendance campaign.
Excited, kind of great.
They had some meeting campaign.
Yeah.
Campaign not state something. What's the message, sir?
Okay. What did Frank
say? He said nicely praying.
You should be partying.
Yep. And
we're big partiers.
Now.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll have a dance party. I love dancing, but they used to dance with me when they were little, but not anymore. I haven't by myself, and Lillian says she's never seen anybody dance like me.
Yeah, it's nice.
I got some cool moves. And Shauna asked, what is next for you, Lillian? And are you going to write another book?
Yeah, I hope to land on that. And I think they're taking a person since next year.
She says she hopes to write another book. She's already been writing, and there's actually at least one, if not 2 or 3 or 4 stories in her book that's already published that we want to publish as a separate story. So some of the longer stories in there, right now, their names are escaping me, but I think they're near the end of the book. We plan on doing those as their own separate children's books. So there's that, and we've applied. I was hoping we'd have this news to share with you, but we haven't heard back from a place that we've applied for a scholarship for Lillian. It's an online learning community. You find the right words. And we've applied for a 1-year scholarship, and they're live classes of professionals in a sense that what they are teaching is what they do for a living, so that she can learn skills to hone in on her painting, different types of painting, oil painting and acrylic, and all of the artwork that she likes to do. They have classes, live classes that she can take at her convenience and fine-tune those skills, and also writing courses. So we've applied for the 1-year scholarship. We haven't heard back yet. So that is hopefully one thing that she'll be doing after she, I guess, takes a little break this summer. And will she be working? Will she volunteer? Somebody asked that. Will she be working? So you want to answer that, and then I'll add to it?
Yeah. I am currently volunteering at local library.
Okay. She volunteers at the local library 1 day a week. and we shoot for 2 hours, but the fluorescent lighting in there gets to her, and she gets really tired sometimes. It makes her feel nauseous. Yeah, and sometimes gives her a headache. So a lot of times
it makes me very hot.
Yeah, it gives her hot flashes. We're not usually able to make the full 2 hours, but we pull all the holds for sure, and then we shelf some books if depending on how she feels.
Usually not too.
Mm-hmm. And perhaps we may be able to find a local business owner here that does something that Lillian is interested in, where she can go in. I think she's only good for with her chronic pain and a lot of things that she has going on, for one day a week, 1 or 2 hours, to either do something helping them or learn about what they do. So that's our plan right now. It's a very loose plan, and we'll see what happens with that. Okay. Let's see. All right. Yeah. So, and then tomorrow we'll be at Barnes & Noble here in Reno from about 12:30. We're shooting for. The book signing is 11 to 4, but again, Lillian's not good for that whole time. We're good for about 2 hours. So we're going to do. Yeah. So we've got we're going to shoot for about 12:30 getting there. So we'll be there about 12:30 to 2:30 for anybody who's here local in Reno. And they have stocked up on Lillian's books.
I know that too. Yeah, it's the other
right. And anyway, so that's what we're doing. They made a sign, and they've improved from their November signing. That was their first time to do it. And so we all gave them feedback on things that we thought that they could change, do better. Lillian gave them feedback. So we'll see how it goes this time. And somebody, Suzanne, is asking, have you thought about volunteering to work with younger children?
Yeah, I am. Some of that I don't think so.
Yeah, Lillian's not a fan of being around younger children. So, no, she won't be doing that. Let's see. You think an ant bit me? We have some ants visiting us lately, little tiny ants. Yeah. I haven't told the management about our little ant visitors because I don't want them to come in here and spray poison and kill them. So anyway, okay, do we have any? Thank you, Suzanne. We would have loved to see you guys if you were local or if we lived closer. Bye, Jerry. Go get your car, girl. We'll see you tomorrow at the book signing. Jerry and her partner will be at the book signing. They have a book that is about the history of rock and roll in Reno. It's a really cool book. So they'll be there.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, and Jerry is also the one who created that amazing quilt from Lillian's Rainbow of Emotions artwork, abstract artwork. We met her at the Barnes & Noble book signing in November. We were neighbors, and that's how that came about. And that is now in Houston. One of our supporters and friends in Houston bought it, and it's in her private studio. And if some plans go through, she has to open up a boutique. Go through. It's going to be hanging on the wall in her boutique in Houston. So we'll see. Oh, let's see. I'm going to see what that was. And so I'm going to look down here on the phone.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So just looking what we have here. Okay. Somebody asked. Okay, yeah. So people can tell us where you're.
And that makes sense. And then
Louisville. Oh, Lillian has a friend who lives there near Louisville. Is that Macy?
Yeah.
Okay.
It makes no sense.
All right. Hi, Emily.
I said I am.
Okay. So, what? Yeah. If you tell us where you're from, That'd be cool. So we have, we know we saw Patty and Frank on here. They're from Dayton, and then we got Louisville.
Matt Frank from Mississippi. Matt, they live in
Yes. Yeah. It's the house they were living in Mississippi, the Romano duo. You know, they're back up here now, but the house that they were living in is nearly underwater now. So that's pretty wild from some flooding that happened down in Mississippi. So, okay. Who else? Tell us where you're from. And Tampa, Florida. That's Shelby.
And you probably know that I'm making Tina's mission since Florida last summer.
Oh, Macy visited in Florida.
Last May. And then
Yep. Yep, I remember that. And so some of you may have missed that, but we asked if anybody has any questions for Lillian about what her
I had promised
right. So we've got Montana. Emily is in Montana.
Yeah, I know that one.
And then we have Maryland, Jarrettsville, Maryland, Stevensville, Montana.
That's not in Montana.
Yes, I can see that. That's where Rebecca is. That's one of Lillian's friends through the Chromosome 18 group. And so I guess we can tell them that that's what you're doing this summer is in July. She's going to the Chromosome 18 conference. We all are. It's in Colorado Springs this summer. We're excited about that. And we got
taking information is new thing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, stay tuned for her post about the conference. And we've got Karen lives in Mississippi, but she's actually visiting Fort Walton Beach for the weekend. And why didn't you take me with you, Karen? Because I really miss the beach. And then we have Elsa in the Great Barrier Reef. Look at that. That's our farthest one so far.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Yeah, I met another not too long ago.
She read a book about the Great Barrier Reef not too long ago, so she knows about where you're at.
And Thomas also met me that.
Oh, okay. Thomas read that.
At least 18. I'm not sure.
Oh, it was one of those what is or where is books. Yeah, those are cool.
And then that is.
Right. Okay, so yeah, we're doing that. That's near the end of July. And Lillian, I wish I was there too. So yeah, that's what we're talking about right now, Deanna, is her plans for the summer. It's the conference, of course, and Lillian is doing a fundraiser for that. So she will create a custom poem just for you. It won't, we'll share it, but it's going to be written at the time that you requested.
I come on.
Yes. She's got someone from Tasmania who just donated to her fundraiser for a poem. So she's got that on her list to do. And I did. And she's going to make me one. And we'll share. Yeah, we'll share those when she gets them created. So she's done one, her sample poem. It's about butterflies, and so they have a theme. You can choose butterflies or nature. Yeah. Right. So she's on her website. She's listed her themes that she will create a poem for. And it's up to each person as to what they want to donate, from $1 up to whatever you want to do. We haven't set an amount on it. So it's just to help pay for food. Yeah, for food pretty much. And they're paying for the outings that the different groups go on. The siblings go out for an outing, and the self-advocates. And so anyway, that's what she's got planned for this summer. And that's her fundraiser that she's got going on for that. Deanna wants a poem, so we'll post the link here, Deanna, once we get done, and I can send it to you through Messenger also. And so you can read what it's about and choose your theme. Our supporter in Tasmania, who has donated, just threw it out for Lillian and said, just create me one, whatever you want. But, you know, you can certainly choose a theme from what she's listed. And she'll create a poem for you, and we'll make it into a pretty digital image for you that you can use however you want. You can print it out and frame it, or just use it on your computer. And so, okay. It's that. Hi, Caitlin and Janice and Nikki. Trying to stay up with you all here. So, somebody asked again what your plans are for now, and or for from this point forward and for the summer. So we told them the summer plans, and we've talked about our plans once, but some people may have missed it, so we'll repeat that again. Do you want to do it, and then I'll follow up?
Sure. It makes me confident in that means and it is like when the AI team confidence is a system. They sense are the main team confidence.
Okay.
That means nothing like
right. So she's going to the conference, which we just talked about, and we talked about her fundraiser for that. What else?
He means telling them this summer. This means means a person that makes him come down.
Right. She has a cousin who is going to be visiting that she's never met. It's actually my brother's daughter is going to come up for a visit because he is staying with my mom and Frank right now. So she's going to come up for a visit. And
she's been messaging me almost all day.
Yes. She's getting excited, so she's messaging Lillian a lot. So she's younger than Lillian. She's 14. And I think they're both excited to meet one another. I mean, they met each other.
I'm not so sure of that.
Oh.
Nonsense, no.
Oh. Yeah, they met each other when Lillian was 3 or 4, or anyway, they were really young, so they don't remember.
Yeah, I know.
And so that's another thing. That's another thing that she's got going on this summer.
And I plan to go swimming, and there's nothing that she has.
Yeah, she wants to go swimming. We're waiting for our weather to cooperate.
Walking.
Go for walks. Go for walks. We do go for walks. I think everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Lots of walks. Mm-hmm. And okay, so Suzanne asked again, asked another question. Are you a member of any groups in your area?
Yeah, I'm a member of a case company called Camilla and it's my favorite. And if you follow me, you can ask me to message her as you know that I have. You can tell me on my phone.
Yeah, she has a private group that she set up on Facebook called Creative Arts Forever. If anybody's interested in that, you can let us know.
Pictures of nature and stuff like that.
Arts and crafts and pictures of nature.
I type my friends comment online.
Yeah.
So
yeah, she's not a member of any groups in her area. I don't know if anybody's noticed, but we're more of an introverted type family. We're introverted, extroverted when we get out there. we get out there and open up. But yeah, we I know we tend to stick to ourselves and go do our nature walks and things. So the other thing I was going to say is that her plans to continue on answering that question about her plans for now or after graduation is we have applied for a scholarship, a one-year scholarship for a learning community website that has classes, live classes for learning different techniques and fine-tuning skills having to do with painting and any kinds of arts and crafts, but all kinds of things. I'm excited to see if they have any executive functioning skills classes, because that would be helpful for Lillian. As any of our Comes on 18 friends know, this is an area that's a big area that is that she needs assistance with and learning with. So we've applied for a one-year scholarship for that. We haven't heard back. I was hoping we'd hear back in time for this, but we didn't hear back yet. We'll see how that goes. So that's one of the things she'll be doing. That's funny.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yes. Suzanne says create a group called Walkaholic.
Nah, I'm not feeling that.
That's funny.
That is me saying.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling that.
So anyway, that's her plans, and we may see if there's a local business owner that does something that is of interest to Lillian, either a service or is an actual retail type place where she can go in for a bit. She'll continue with her volunteering at the library once a week. And again, as we said before, and some of you may not have heard, that the lighting, this fluorescent lighting in a lot of these places is
yeah, we actually have places to
yeah, we have one in our kitchen, but it's little, so it's just not overpowering. But in these big places like big box stores and the library, yes, Deanna, I will send you the information about the site. It's called Skillshare, Skillshare.com, and you have to search around for the scholarship button. I'm a big detail-oriented person when I'm looking on websites, and I can sleuth out things that you might not typically see. But the scholarship section is there. I can't remember. Just follow some links when you get on there, Skillshare.com, and you should find it. And I had Lillian create her own answer for the question that they asked. Because they asked something like, how do you plan on using this, or what will you do with the skills that you get from this? And she created an answer, and then I added to it, and I let them know that it was me adding to the answer, and I let them know the situation and everything. So we'll see how they respond. I just submitted it 3 days ago. It's been on my list, and I've just been really busy with launching this Meeting the Authors website and endeavor that I've been working on, that I'm just, I'm going a lot and having a hard time getting stuff done on my list. Yes, I always grow bunny ears around Lillian. It's an interesting thing. When Lillian comes around me, I sprout bunny ears. It's crazy. And, you know,
and I need this Patty too.
Yes, she does it with Patty also.
And I'm painting some areas.
Boy, I don't know what those things that we had a
nothing like Santa. Cameras.
Yeah, I don't mind it sometimes, but she puts her weight on my head, and I don't like that. And I let her know. Don't put it on my head. Right. That doesn't mind. I don't care when she's not touching my head.
Sometimes I need shadows.
Yes, Lillian gets very distracted by shadows. If we have any other shadow lovers out there, not shadow is
millions of shadows.
Right.
and then sun and the shadow.
Right. We're talking about shadows created by light and not shadows within us that are not fun to deal with. But anyway, she gets distracted by shadows.
Yeah.
And it's actually quite fun sometimes to notice the shadows around us.
And it's not to make no shadow.
Yeah, rainbow. Oh, yeah.
No, no shadow. Let's see, I have people.
Yeah. So Lillian, Deanna asked if you like taking photos.
Yes, I knew. Nature. So most my and selfies.
She likes taking selfies and photos in nature. And another thing that she gets really distracted with, she'll spend 30 minutes on, is taking photos of the crystals that we have hanging in the window and the prisms.
And the pencils are awesome sometimes.
Yeah, they're actually really cool because she will catch it in all the colors. She'll get a yellow one and a pink and purple and blue and green.
There's someone paying some leaves in it. They came in some leaves blue.
Yeah, that's a pretty one. But yeah, I've shared them once on my timeline because she got me. I was 20 minutes taking pictures of the prisms with all the light, sunshine shining through them, and creating all the different colors of the rainbow. It was really cool. Yeah. Oh, well, we've only been on for 26 minutes, so we were late. So let's go. We're going to go for 4 more minutes. If anybody has any questions or anything that you want Lillian to answer or you're curious about, I mean, you can even ask questions about the process. You know, I mean, Lillian, I know. Lillian has been homeschooled for the last 4 years, and actually more than that because we did some in between there. But and actually, it was unschooling. I never did traditional homeschooling where you sit down and you do stuff out of a book, and we do things like write a book and publish a book and market the book and things like that. And she goes to the grocery store, and I have her use the card, to pay and find the stuff on the shelves and things like that. So that's typically what unschooling is you focus on the child's interests and you facilitate everything that you can around what their interests are.
Thank you.
Right. And she reads a lot of the photography books at the library, fine-tuning her skills with that. And perhaps that Skillshare.
And I have her own lessons on camera.
Yes.
And some mail.
Right. And the Skillshare place that we've applied for the scholarship for, they may have, I bet they've got classes too, so she will take some of those.
Small ones. If I can stand it.
Well, that's the good thing about this. You can watch it over and over, or you can pause it because they're recorded live. And I think you can watch it live. Unclear, I've forgotten now because it's been a while since I've looked at it, but you can certainly go back and watch it again and again. And ask questions too. I don't know what the time frame is for asking questions, but you can do that. You made my hair stick up now.
No.
So now I got little sticky things up on the top of my head. Okay, so we have a couple of minutes. Is there anything else that you want to share with people? That you want to update them on or anything like that? I did. Well, we gave them an update. We told them we were going to You want to get it? It's right there. She's going to grab one of her books. I guess for anybody on here who hasn't seen her book. Okay. So here's her book, Where Would You Fly? And Other Magical Stories. That's it. And there's the inside of the book and the back of the book. Right? Yeah, it's a beautiful book. It turned out really nice.
I have seen some pigments.
Anne of Green Gables is one of her favorites. Hey, Lolita.
And I think like the meaning
Yes, she's reading the series now.
and I think I noticed that looks on that set. That.
Is book 6 your next one?
Mhm.
Yeah, so she's read the first 5 of the Anne of Green Gables series.
No, mine is still my favorite though.
The first
My
one?
song.
Yeah, the first one is her favorite by far.
No, I have a lot of favorites. And I know most of them have too.
Thank you, Deanna. So, anyway, we've been on for about 30 minutes now, and for anyone who's just come on, ask us any questions because we're going to be wrapping it up in the next few minutes. We'll stay on for a few more minutes for people who just came on. And I am quite weird. Thank you for noticing. Hugs to you, Lori. I will give you a hug this summer in Colorado Springs, an actual real live hug. I like hugs.
Yeah, oh yes, Lori.
So,
Thank you.
So yeah, that's and Lillian didn't want the cape and gown. The gown and the cap. That's what I was going to say. The cap and gown.
Let me have me tassel
Right.
thing and me this number.
Right. So we just she was okay with having the tassel, but she didn't want anything to do with that cap and that gown. So we didn't do that. But I ordered her the tassel, so she's got that as a memento, and of course we've got the diploma, and we took pictures with that Wednesday at the library when it was our volunteer day. We went out in the little garden behind the library and took some pictures. They turned out really good. So she can be quite silly. It's great talking to you too, Suzanne. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
So,
my cheeks look like they're stuck out of my hair.
Your cheeks look like they're sticking out of your hair. She notices these things. I mean, this is my ears stick. I look like a.
I have my machine.
I know. I mean,
and she's my movie.
Thank you, Shelby. She liked your pictures that you took in the garden.
Thank you.
Yeah, so best I could do with my phone camera, since I don't have a real camera. One day I will have an actual camera, but I've done this for so long now. I've figured out quite a few things on how to have my pictures.
Hey, me name's now my head.
And awesome. I know, isn't that cool? I like that. See, I get distracted by things like that. The light coming from from our overhead fan and light. Isn't that cool?
Me laying these in my hair.
That's the things that distract me, especially when it's coming from the sun. I'm taking pictures. I will, even for one of those pictures I took of her in the garden, I sat all the way down on that hard ground. I don't know if you could see the ground. Bye, Deanna.
Bye.
So, anyway, it hurt my butt, but I did it, and I do that to get the pictures that I want. I'll get on my knees or lay down flat, whatever. So, yeah,
I'm not
Denise.
crazy as that.
She's not as crazy as that. I'm pretty crazy, but you're pretty crazy too. Yeah. Sometimes not in a good way. So, all right. Does anyone have any more questions? I know. Can you stop that? I'm done with the bunny ears on me. You can do them behind me, but don't put your hand on my head. So we've been on for 33 minutes now. Thank you, everybody, for being a part of Lillian's celebration, since all of her friends and family are scattered all over the U.S. and some in other countries. Thank you for doing this. I did. Since everybody is scattered, it's kind of hard to have an in-person event, but we still may have an in-person event. I'm considering that. And actually, we will. We might have a little something at the conference. I'm going to check into that and see if we can have a little gathering. Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, there's a lot going on, so I don't know if we'll be able to fit it in with all the other stuff. It's just something. It's something that's on my list, and we may have.
Yeah.
Sure. You bug me about it?
I can't ask you.
Yeah, well, you're good at bugging me about things because over and over and over. And over and over and over. Oh, let's see. We have some comments here. I looks like I may have missed them.
Bye.
Thank you, Tanya. And bye, Elsa. It looks like we missed some. We're ordering. Oh, okay. Shelby wants to order a book or a poem. We'll post links. The poem is a fundraiser that Lillian is doing.
And they mentioned I think something.
Yeah. So bye, friends.
Nice.
Bye, Rebecca.
Nice.
Yeah. So.
I said nice.
Yes.
And then that's
yeah, Lillian always likes to do a little something to help fundraise for the conference, and this year she is creating a custom poem, and you just donate whatever. No, oh yeah, I gave you some ideas. That wasn't the only one. If you wanted some ideas to choose from, and that was one of the. She kept bugging me over and over and over and over and over for ideas, and that was one of the ideas that I gave her. And so she is creating. We're frozen. We're not frozen. She's creating a custom poem for anyone who would like to donate whatever you'd like. I mean, it doesn't have to be. I mean, whatever, because it's going to be digital. Oh my goodness! I think we've missed some if there's that many comments. So we'll go back. We'll go back and oh yay, Lori! We'll go back and make sure we did respond to any comments we missed. I guess we missed some. I thought we were watching them pretty good and answering everybody's questions. So okay. So how about just a couple more minutes and we'll wrap it up.
Hi,
Gail. Hi, Natalie. Yeah, we're just getting ready to wrap things up. Yeah, we got a couple of minutes. We started about 5 minutes late, so that's why we're still on. Thank you, Gail.
Thanks for that.
And we've just been sharing with everyone. Good night, Shelby.
Good night.
Lots of love to you too. We've been sharing with our friends and family what Lillian's plans are now, and an update on her book and things like that. So we will add maybe one big comment that answers everybody's questions. And if you're just now joining, you can come back and have a look at that comment for those who missed.
And you can
Oh yeah, for sure. Even after we turn the live camera off, you can continue to ask questions, and we'll come back and answer them. Sometimes I'm slow. I'm trying to take.
Sometimes
Yes. I have been taking, I think, 3 days off a week from. I still will send some posts through on social media, but so that I can focus on other things. So there's a gap sometimes in when I respond to comments and such, but I will respond. Nothing we liked. Lillian.
And it's just fine. Then just on Sundays or Saturday, usually on.
Yes.
You can say no thanks.
Yes. She's working on a blog post story right now. That's going to hopefully post tomorrow. National Donut Day, by the way. I hope everyone has their donuts. We do. We got our donuts.
And not you can have a shell instead.
Have a what?
Shell. Actually, yeah, now, listen, please.
That's what I need, because I don't think these donuts are vegan.
And then comes me and the motivation. Let's say other than.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I got her some gluten-free powdered donuts to celebrate graduation day and National Donut Day. Okay, so that's all. Thank you everyone for joining us to celebrate Lillian's graduation from high school. All the way from 4 pounds, 5 ounces to this. Oh my gosh.
And this is something like not. It's nothing fair.
Yeah, yep. Not quite as tall as me. That's okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.